Hey, Canada, are you ready for a rhetorical roller coaster from Regina? It's the Debaters! Wow. Yeah. The Debaters, where arguments are won with funny and with fact. Now, please welcome the man who keeps the wheels from falling off this conversational cart, your host, Steve Patterson!
Yes! Hello again, Canada. Welcome back to the Debaters. Hey, human listeners, welcome. This is the show where comedians debate topics in the news and on the minds of Canadians, and where our live audience picks the winners based on who they think delivers the best laughs and logic. Regina, can you do that for us? Yes? God bless you. Regina, did you know that by just slightly rearranging the letters in your city's name, you can spell regain? This might not seem like much, but the best I could do with Toronto was no tourt. And I think regain sounds a lot better, so you're better than Toronto. Congratulations. All right, shall we meet your first pair of debaters? Yes? What do you think? This Winnipeg comic, now living in California, has appeared on The Tonight Show and is a writer on the hit CBC radio drama Afghanada. Please welcome Bruce Clark. There he is. Hey, Bruce. And this New York-based comic is a veteran of Just for Laughs and is a favorite with Canadian audiences. Please welcome Darryl Lenox. Welcome, D. Welcome, B. How you doing, man? Welcome back. Bruce, Darryl. Your topic, gentlemen, is Obama. He is all about change, but can anyone really bring change to the White House? I mean, everyone knows lobby groups and special interests control the U.S. government. But don't kid yourself. Canada's no different, right? The U.S. has big oil. We've got bigger oil. They have softwood lumber. We have harder lumber. They have the NRA, and so do we. We have the Nipawin Ringette Association. Very influential, especially in Nipawin. So, whereas Washington is controlled by special interests, be it resolved that President Obama cannot bring meaningful change to the U.S. Bruce, you are arguing for this. You have 2 minutes, please, starting now.
Look, if I was an American citizen, I would indeed vote for Barack Obama, or as I like to call him, Barry. Not because I don't like Barack, I just want to offset that unfortunate middle name of Hussein. Obama's parents weren't looking ahead to a career in American politics by naming him Barack Hussein. Probably why we haven't heard much from Obama's equally intelligent and talented sister, Angela Adolf. And before I continue, I think I'd like to redefine this politically correct resolution. When we say Obama in the White House, what we really mean is a black man in the Casablanca, which, by the way, is called the White House not because of the color on the outside, but because of the predominant color on the inside. I mean, I like Obama, but the overwhelming evidence in my favor is actually in the resolution itself. Washington is controlled by lobbyists and special interests, period. In other words, big business. And the last time I checked, African Americans haven't been of special interest to big business since the abolition of slavery. Boo! Apparently they want slavery here in Regina. I want an African American to live in the White House. I mean, a black woman hasn't slept in the presidential bed since Thomas Jefferson's housekeeper. You know? Unless you count Condoleezza Rice, who has fallen asleep on occasion reading George Bush a bedtime story. But the facts are the facts, and Obama is just going to be another puppet for big oil and financial institutions. Although it will be moving to hear, ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Barack Hussein Obama, followed by this patriotic, rousing anthem.
Well, we're moving on now.
Thank you very much.
Bruce Clark, everybody. Bruce Clark. Very strong opening and some nervous reactions here in Regina.
Yes, I noticed that.
They don't know whether to support it or not. Now, taking the position that Obama, as the new president, will bring big change, it's Darryl Lenox. 2 minutes, please, Darryl, starting now.
All right, thank you. First, let me grant you all permission to laugh a little harder at Bruce's jokes. In case you thought I was uncomfortable, I am not. Those are very good jokes, and you have my permission. Have my permission to be at ease. Of course, obviously he's going to make changes, and meaningful changes, obviously. You know, it's not hard to make a meaningful change to a raggedy-ass situation. Ike Turner made meaningful changes, you know, to Tina's life, and the guy after him made even more meaningful changes to their life after that. It's just a bad situation, and so, you know, he had the same lobbyists and special interest groups as everybody else, but it's important that he is getting in because he is a black guy, and we need it because we need help. I mean, the economy in America is so bad, African kids are sending back the 39 cents. It's obvious. And what are you going to do to make international changes than before? I don't know. You know, read a book. Put an R at the end of terror, have an attention span. It's not hard. Obviously, he needs to do this. And we need to have this dude in here. And to me, just to counter Bruce's point about African Americans not being part of, you know, big business interests, obviously we are. I mean, nobody spends more money in America than black people. I mean, this shirt costs like $80.
Well played, Darryl.
Thank you. It's obvious that change is a big thing. You welcome change, Canada. You guys let Kim Campbell run the country for like a May-long weekend.
15 seconds, please.
Okay.
Which is about how long Kim Campbell was Prime Minister.
Obviously, it's time for a change. The whole world needs to know it, and that's what's going to happen. Barack Obama is going to be a great president despite the political activism and lobbyists there.
Darryl Lenox, everybody. Well played. Excellent points and an excellent shirt.
That is so racist. I couldn't believe it. It's
Just
so
a second.
racist.
Just hold on to it. It's time now for the bare knuckle round. Here's your chance, debaters, to drop the gloves and exchange a few verbal blows. This is about the presidency, so I want you to go after each other like McCain and Obama went at each other during the campaign. In other words, think upstart African-American pioneer versus confused grandfather. I'm not saying who is who. Go.
Well, first of all, I got to say that arguing against the notion of a black man in the White House, man, I feel like one of the founding fathers, to be honest with you. You know?
You kind of sound like one.
I mean, this is a very difficult situation to be in. I'm a white guy, a Canadian, arguing against an African American against Barack Obama in the White House. It's untenable, really. You know what I mean?
Thank you for saying it. It made me feel a little more important, too. So. Listen, think about the great things that being black and overcoming things have done in Oprah's life and Tiger Woods' life and all these things. And America needs that.
But let's face it, why is it that nobody points out the fact that Barack Obama is actually half white? Why is that?
Because you can't see that part.
Exactly my point. But let's face it, let's get away from the color issue for a second, okay?
Sure.
Let's quit playing. Right. I'm not going to play the race card anymore. He is tied to big business. Is that not? I mean, how can you take a system that's been running like this for over 200 years and then suddenly change it, right? Because the fact is, he goes to big business and gets money, right?
So did John F. Kennedy, and
That's
so
right.
did every other great ever president.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
In order to be a great leader, you have to lead and not follow. George Bush followed lobbyists. I don't think Barack Obama is dumb enough to follow the lobbyists. I think he'd lead them instead of follow them.
I don't know if he's not dumb enough as a compliment. But I agree with what you're saying.
You think that just no matter what, the political lobbyists and special interest groups are going to run the country?
Absolutely.
Then there will be never been any great accomplishment, any great political leader at all. If the system is what it is.
Name one.
I just did. John F. Kennedy.
Name
killed
two.
Marilyn Monroe. What else did he do besides that?
Some people have said that Ronald Reagan was a great
started
president.
Vietnam. What's the third thing he did now? Let's...
Okay, that's the bare knuckle round, everybody. We're gonna. It's good. Some good points coming here.